A shooting at the 111 Club, 6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide beef.
Two of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
Siema Riro, 123. Witam serdecznie. All good. Wszystko dobrze działa. Wszystko dobrze chodzi, wszystko dobrze leci.
God damn it. Just can't seem to put this morphine to sleep.
A dead judge. It's not good.
Everyone has their vices. Even you, Phelps.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
No akurat te ciasteczkowe są spoko. O smaku ciasteczek jest spoko. Ja sobie też, znaczy, już to piłem kilka razy, ale... Jakby ja i tak nie pamiętam jak to smakuje. Po tym 7. razie zapamiętam być może, nie? Na 7 sekund przynajmniej. Kolana. Ostatnio kupowałem jakiegoś Millera takiego
Parker and Green are going toe to toe for the top job.
białkowego. To on był paskudny.
About time.
This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know we'll get swept up in a thing like that.
No te wszystkie zwykłe są spoko. Ale czekolada zawsze jest stop. Niezależnie czy w napoju, czy poza. Proponuję ci kupienie VIP-a? No bo ty, Piotrek, wszystkie straciłeś punkty za VIP-a. Znaczy za tego. Za to, że wygrałeś kosę. A tak to pewnie byś miał ile? Z 300 000? A, masz 240 000. Serio? Tyle nabiłeś od początku roku? Kiedy ja te kosy oddawałem?
Homicide guys are already inside. Bukowski.
Phelps, back again.
We're here about the morphine.
Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick, 26, former Marine.
I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Who are the other Vics?
2 musicians, Biddleston and Bow. And get this, they used to be in a 4-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no-piece.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
Jest tłumaczenie, jest. Teraz już
Some rounds into it.
tylko jedna misja z tych pozostałych nie będzie
Send a
miała.
message.
A Miller mi się polecam. Mi się ogólnie pić nie chce. To jest moja woda przygotowana na stream. Jak widzicie, no, że tak powiem, ona nawet nie została odkręcona. Ale wypiłem inne rzeczy. Wypiłem herbatę. I wypiłem formuła jakiegoś. Ja coś tam wypiłem. No to ogólnie Piotrek dziwne jest, że masz tyle punktów. klub. Zapałki. Jedna flacha. Skręt. Ja to sztuk pewnie zwykły. Czemu on nie gada nic? Powiedz, że to irrelevant jest. Albo to jest irrelevant.
Well maintained, custom case. Someone cared for this instrument.
Co to jest?
Just when I think I've seen it all.
To jest ustnik?
What's that click?
O, kombinację trzeba poznać.
Neat trick.
Nieważne.
Case must have cost more than the trumpet.
Wszystko się dzieje w Blue Roomie. A ten Blue Room to należy do tego Mike'a Cohena chyba. Ciekawe, czy mnie zabije ten Mickey Cohen finalnie.
He kept his stash close at hand.
Oni to chyba jakieś praki grają, czy coś, Muniek. Nie wiem, czy nie są w ogóle. Wygracie coś teraz, Piotrek? A, SA 230, czaję. Ale zrzucona postawa to tak nie działa. Czyli ty masz, Muniek, 130 000. No to 130 000 to dużo. Aha, bo dałem 366 000 faktycznie. Miało być 350, ale dałem za więcej. Inflacja, wiecie jak jest.
We have a new source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
New source, no ktoś to musiał przyjąć w końcu. Pierwszy? Ray to ma na pewno... No Ray to ma 500 000 punktów. Amrachus będzie miał pewnie też 400 000. Valor Tobacco.
Army surplus again. Goldrick must have been moving contraband through the club.
I co? Myślałem, że coś się popsuło.
Dozen packs to a carton. 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply.
Starfield podobno naprawiony, Piotrek. Cokolwiek to znaczy. Wygląda jak dźwignia ogólnie.
These look brand new. Never fired. Haven't been degreased yet.
Właśnie nie wiem, Piotrek, co.
Serial numbers.
Ale ludzie mówią, że został naprawiony.
Look at these things.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them? Army surplus morphine, army surplus weapons, army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
Master na pewno obejrzy God of War'a.
Have a word with the
Puść
bride, would you?
mnie!
Maybe she knows what went down.
O Boże. Tu jest kapelusz. A ten kapelusz to gówno.
Catch all the good ones, Phelps.
Tu demon jest spoko. Tu demon to sam się zastanawiałem, czy nie chcę grać tak po prostu. Przez piątkę nie mam czasu nic tu oglądać?
Didn't even try to
Kurde, no to wiesz co trzeba zrobić, Master, co? Ty i tak pewnie grasz te praki, grasz jakieś rzeczy i masz na drugim monitorze odpalone, więc jakby... No... Nie wiem, czy masz mniej odpalonego, ale coś masz na pewno odpalone. nie mam wątpliwości co do tego.
Bad luck, Eddie. Okinawa couldn't kill you, but knowing the wrong people in this city.
Teraz tam nic nie było? Ale tego God of War'a to nie wiem, czy bym wytrzymał ogólnie. Obawiam się, żebym nie wytrzymał. Nie dałbym rady psychicznie.
This isn't enough of
You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
Tak, nie mam chyba w ogóle intuicji, wszystko wykorzystałem tak ostatnio. Się wydawało. Dobra.
Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective. Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
Planina.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
Nie wiem, ucieka wzrokiem. Dobra, patrzysz gdzieś w boki.
Taking an interest in you.
Będę złym
This
gliną.
place has been on the slide for years. Eddie turns up, buys the club, then we start getting visits from tough guys. Next thing you know, we have the St. Valentine's Day massacre. Are you getting the picture?
Tell us
Like
about
gold.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
No teraz z kolei wygląda wiarygodnie. Nie ucieka wzrokiem. Patrzy prosto na mnie. Wierzę ci.
Where do you think you got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Thank you for your help, ma'am.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
Okej. Ty coś
Back to the
gadasz?
station. We need to speak to someone on the robbery detail.
Okej. Czyli chodzi na to, że tu nic więcej nie będzie. Trzeba będzie jechać do siebie, na kwaterę. Najpierw do komisariat pojadę. Halo? O, biega. Fajne jest to autko policyjne.
How well did you know the owner?
Goldrick? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you'd think. Young guys trying to adjust to normal life, getting mixed up in the wrong crowds.
The kid had just bought a nightclub. I'd say he got mixed up in the right crowds.
Until someone filled him full of holes.
You don't come into that kind of money that quickly without pissing a few people off.
Any Central unit, suspect to be taken into custody at Southern California Auto Club. Stand by for further unit to handle
Gdzie nie jadę?
by code 2.
Bo do tej pory tylko raz byli reporterzy w całej gierce.
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is LA's most famous madam.
Everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
To jest całkiem spoko powiedzenie, nigdy go nie słyszałem.
Aren't you supposed to be working the
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus? I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down to 1 round.
Here we go.
Moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with 1 round.
Harry, you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
Okay.
So, how do we connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111 Club?
O, Michael Driscoll. Shanghai.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
Christopher Majewski.
Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club.
Jeszcze to było.
This is the crate we recovered.
Morfina też tam była.
500,000 cigarettes loose on the streets of LA. Enough to arm 3 companies. Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon. McGoldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
McGoldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Thanks, Harry. Stay in touch on this.
No to wygląda Coena ogólnie.
Guy gave his wife a tap. Say all spring and love and war.
Tym bardziej, że ten lokal jest jego. Ten Blue Room. Czy jeszcze jest w komisariacie?
Need a drink.
I got the jitters again.
Here we go.
I've been in this job 20 years. I'm gonna try.
The early bird gets the worm, but the second mouse gets the cheese.
Popularny kluz jazzowy i bar. To nie jest w ogóle po drugiej stronie miasta? To jest chyba po drugiej stronie miasta totalnie. Nie, to jest blisko. Ej, crash. Ciekawe czy save będzie w jakimś dobrym miejscu. A to w ogóle ta gra się wyłączyła i włączyła z powrotem. To wczoraj był ten sam crash dokładnie. Że też ona się wyłączyła i włączyła. I w sumie ile? 3 crashe były takie? Albo 4. Ciekawe, czy to jest save. O, jest, 25. No to całkiem spoko. 25 to jest ten porozmawiać z tym gościem chyba. Dobrze leci Macias.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with one round.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45.
Nie jestem porozmawiać z tym gościem chyba. Czy jestem?
Harry, you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coleridge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding.
Thompsonów nie odnaleźliśmy.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
So, how do we connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111 Club?
Kelso.
This is the crate we recovered.
Majewski. Nie trafiłem.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him
Half
down
a
on my
million
side.
cigarettes loose on the streets of LA.
No nie trafiłem.
Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club. Enough to arm 3 companies.
Na tych Thompsonów akurat nie
These
znaleźliśmy.
guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon. But
Goldrick?
The Goldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
Goldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Thanks, Harry. Stay in touch on this.
Trzeba być zdolny do takiego szybkiego wstawania. Jest parking lot.
I got a hard case I need to break. Say, Phelps, do you mind if I get back to what I was doing?
Siema Wantom 1T4, witam serdecznie. Wiecie, tu nie było? Nawet nie wiem. Pamiętam, kiedy ostatnio byłeś. Jest bardzo możliwe. No, dla jednych taka godzina wieczorna jest spoko, dla innych poranna raczej.
So, half your old lackeys were on that boat, the late Mr. Goldrick included.
They weren't my lackeys.
Subordinates then, whatever you want to
2
call
tygodnie
them.
There were a
lekko.
lot of people on that boat.
Maybe you're behind this whole thing, Phelps. Wouldn't that be a master stroke? Hey, Cut me in early and we'll ride this one into the sunset.
Sounds like you've got the case all sewn up, Roy. We should call it a day and go home.
And miss out on the Blue Room? I couldn't do that to you.
Any Central Unit 484 just
Jest rato mocny.
55 West 4th Street. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Ktoś się nie uczy, to rano musi robić. Wiesz, no jak pracujesz zdalnie jakkolwiek, no to spoko jest ci oglądać. Jest streama w tle na przykład, albo coś se puści, żeby leciało. Czasem sobie spojrzysz, zrobić sobie przerwę, popatrzysz.
Excuse me. I've got to sort through some unclaimed items right now.
Z 5 godzin przerwy.
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lickman. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't. What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow, or their knucklehead buddies Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries, Unterstundenführer?
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy! How about you get a drink while I see to this?
No to akurat przypał wam to. Jak tak,
Why antagonize him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
jak taka
Ask
przerwa.
your questions, head officer. We have work to do.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
No ona cały czas patrzy na mnie, w ogóle nie ucieka wzrokiem.
Hopheads appear to get a free pass at this club. You all know about the morphine.
And how do you expect to prove that?
Pokażę jej wyjściówkę.
I have a rehearsal to finish. It's time for you to leave.
Tak myślałem, że to jej nie przekona, ale
My partner mentioned a
stwierdziłem.
couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Nie wiem, co on powiedział, się
Do you
włączyłem.
wish to finish the interview?
Nie. Co on powiedział?
My partner mentioned a couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No on się strasznie trzęsie. Wygląda jakby miała płakać, usta jej się ruszają.
The only way you're going to get rid of me is to give me an answer.
Jestem złym gliną.
I knew Cornell. We worked together a few years ago. He loved the music, but the music didn't love him.
What does that mean?
It means that he just wasn't that good. He was a sad, lonely cat.
Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with the officer. Why do you ask people to risk talking about a subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
And you're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to Try and make the world a better place.
Brave words, and very noble. But words are just words, Corfels.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the mixer.
Cohen?
Oho.
You know where to find him?
This time of day, you'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner.
Czy dużo? Nie wiem ile mogło zostać. Z 8 godzin może? A czemu Schleimer? Ogólnie to chyba zostało z 6 misji, jeśli dobrze pamiętam, albo 7? 6 misji chyba zostało. Poprzednie gry? Które gry? Taki Gothic na przykład, mimo tego, że to jest świetna gra, to na streama to jest straszne gówno. No Bully było spoko. Mam nadzieję, Gustawo, że jutro się uda skończyć, bo dzisiaj raczej ciężko. Tak, Muniek, jestem świadomy tego, że Gothica 3 będzie się nawet ciężej oglądać. Dlatego też się... No problem jest taki, że już obiecałem, że tego Gothica 3 będę grał na streamie. Bo szczerze, to grałem go po prostu off-stream, no bo wiem jak on wygląda. Ale starałem się raczej grać szybko, nie leciałbym na 100%. No też różnie jest. A co do God of War'a, to tego God of War'a to Schleimer każdy mówił, że się źle oglądało. Poza Peterem. Nie wiem, czy był w ogóle ktokolwiek poza Peterem, kto mówił, że God of War jest spoko.
Can't risk losing the trail. Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Wydaje mi się, że ludzie nie wiedzieli, jak to wygląda, Gustawo. No bo jednak God of War... Kurde, no mitologia nordycka. Spoko. Dużo akcji, dużo cinematików, gra roku. Dla mnie nie było żadnych przesłanek, które miałyby mówić, że ta gra jest słaba. Totalnie żadnych. Muszę się oduczyć patrząc na czat i zacząć mówić do kamery. Kiedyś już mówiłem do kamery, ale przestałem. Więc no... Myślę, że ludzie nie wiedzieli. Ja na przykład nie wiedziałem. Jak oglądałem u Piotrka, to kurde, no wydawało się spoko. Ale... Jak sam w to zagrałem, to było po prostu źle. Było źle, bardzo źle. Ale Bully był spoko, LA Noire jest spoko. Te The Walking Deady były spoko, Wolf Among Us był spoko, Metro pierwsze też było spoko. Plan jest taki, żeby przejść GTA 4 i GTA 5, tak.
LAPD, we're looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3, if you'll follow me.
You ought to meet Joe's buddy. He's nice, really.
God damn it all, I asked them to hold the mayo.
Call these grits?
LAPD. We have some questions
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Iga Beaver along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps, Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was at Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy? Or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid.
666 kg.
I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment?
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit, and I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine?
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
Strzelina w kluby 111.
Between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Ale mu wzrok ucieka.
You haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. You have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
Będziemy morzem.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
O cholera, Stany Zjednoczone.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down to 1 round.
Takie rzeczy nigdy by się nie wydarzyły w Polsce. GTA 4? GTA 4 chyba umieszczę w ankiecie. Jako gierkę do grania. Do wyboru na Discordzie.
All units, officers need help at 1384 North Bronson. 1384 North Bronson, shots fired. Any units to handle identify.
GTA 4, Wiedźmina jedynkę.
All units, further on the shooting at 1384 North Bronson. 116 Adam
Nie wiem co jeszcze.
on the roof of the J.W. Robinson building. All units approach with caution.
Coś z tego co było wcześniej już na pewno.
Units 49 William, 15 Adam, go to 1370 Gordon Street. Establish a perimeter and stand by for further. Any other units?
Ale to dam na Discordzie tam w sobotę, w piątek wieczorem może.
Unit 19 Adam, meet the officer at 5920 Fountain Avenue. Assist Unit 49 William transporting an injured citizen. 19 Adam handle.
What the fuck tu się dzieje? Ajajaj. Ajajaj. Strasznie celny jest ten chłop.
LAPD, drop the gun now.
No to jeszcze jest w ogóle?
Cease and desist. Surrender now or I will use deadly force.
Nie wiem, to co takie zacka u siebie w szafie? Ciekawe, jak to był celem w autobusie. Building a better California. Ja w ogóle na zły dach wszedłem, nie? Ale to tam whatever. Kurde, strasznie szybko strzelała ta broń.
It's one of the BARs.
A jak celnie. Okej. No na łapce nic nie ma. Marynarce z lewej strony ma notatnik.
Phone number and restaurant table.
Combo table free, no to no Mickey Cohen, nie? A phone number nie wiadomo. Tam nic nie ma. Twarz normalna. Ok.
I know that guy. Felix Alvaro.
He's one of the guys from the ship?
His name was on the manifest.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't the only one to get a message.
Hey, Alvaro.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
This is my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what happened.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And then cops turned up and start treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. My people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable, Felix.
Wiedzą o napadzie na statek Coolidge.
Did you hear anything about the big heist on the Coolidge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much. The cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
No, ucieka wzrokiem. Nie wiem, wygląda jakbym powinien go kwestionować.
I was down at the 111 Club this morning, waiting for the medical examiner to scrape Eddie McGoldrick's brains off the bar. You want to tell me anything about that?
I heard that Eddie came into some money. Too bad he didn't keep a low profile. It was a tough break to get through Okinawa and then have to buy it back home.
Powód
Who's
strzeliny.
shooting at you, Felix?
How the fuck do I know?
Znowu ucieka wzrokiem, ale tak kurde ledwo to widać.
Through Okinawa to come back to this on our streets.
I've got the LAPD to keep me safe, right? Me and all my people.
We'll be in
Czyli
touch.
jednak mówił prawdę.
You heard that Jack is in LA?
I saw his name on the manifest.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant. I mean,
Detective.
Pretty cool customer.
He's been under fire before.
You buying his story?
Not for a minute.
Próbowałem wejść do autobusu, ale się nie da. Rację. Do komisariat mogę jechać. Ale tu nie powinien gdzieś dzwonić? No właśnie, jest telefon. Well, 47.
1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Jack Kelso.
Jack Kelso.
Jack Kelso, apartment 4, 1408 North El Centro Avenue, Hollywood.
Thank you.
Let's go. Z tym Kelso tak średnio się dogadywałem w wojsku. Wystawiłem mu słabe oceny.
The early bird gets the worm. It's like a mouse.
Chyba będę korzystał z szybkiej podróży później, przez cały czas.
He would never get involved in something like this.
We brace him and drag him downtown.
Won't work. He's a tough customer.
Nie, oni nie wiedzą o mnie nawet. Oni po prostu weszli w jakiś biznes narkotykowy. Tak to wygląda przynajmniej. I trzeba będzie ich wszystkich dojechać jakoś. Zresztą oni chyba nie wiedzą, że jestem detektywem.
Hello, Jack. This is Detective Roy Earl.
Hello, Cole.
We would like a word.
Would you like to come inside?
Actually, we'd prefer if you'd come downtown with us. Do you mind?
Do I have any choice?
No, you don't.
Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
It would be better for all of us if we discussed it at the station.
Bad move, Cole.
How have you been, Jack?
Cut the crap.
To wygląda jakbym miał zaraz kulkę dostać w tym aucie.
Like a common criminal and then expect small talk? Fuck you.
Ale przeżył. Uff. Morfina z nadwyżki wojskowej.
Gang war going on in LA trying to recover that stolen morphine.
That has nothing to do with me.
I'm sure it would be gripping to hear more of your life story, boys, but the truth is, I don't give a fuck. You were on the boat, Kelso. What happened?
Do you really think a bunch of Marines could muscle in on the dope rackets in this town? Between the Vice Squad and the mob, I hear it's pretty sewn up.
You better watch your mouth.
McGoldrick.
Did you know that Eddie McGoldrick recently came into money and bought a nightclub?
No, I didn't know that.
No teraz wygląda wiarygodnie. Nie ucieka wzrokiem, w ogóle się nie rusza. Wierzę ci.
Then you didn't know that some mobsters blew his brains out last night.
No, I didn't.
You heard that a crate of BARs went missing?
No, I didn't.
Przysunął się bliżej, jakby chciał coś powiedzieć. Ale znowu z twarzy wygląda w miarę... Kurde, no nie ucieka wzrokiem ani nic. Wierzę ci. Jestem dobrym giną.
Good. How was he? A little pale. One of Mickey Cohen's goons had emptied about 60 BAR rounds into the bus he was driving. A public bus, in the middle of Hollywood. Are you going to tell me what's going on? Or do more innocent people have to die?
Yeah, and what's in it for you, Cole? Newspapers? More glory? Another promotion? Another medal at the expense of men who fought for their country? Count me out.
Rabunek statku SS
What do you
Coolidge.
know about the Army surplus robbery from the Coolidge, Jack?
What I know is that on 3 separate occasions you would have been dead if it weren't for me. I don't know anything about the robbery.
Przełknął ślinę. Głośno. Ogólnie rusza się dość mocno. No trzeba go naciskać, ale ogólnie nie jestem w stanie chyba nic mu... Nie jestem w stanie mu nic powiedzieć, ale naciskać będę. Siema Darę, 329, witam serdecznie.
People are dying because morphine intended to help servicemen is being used on the street. Now we have guys from our old unit being killed by mobsters. We can put 2 and 2 together, Jack.
Gratitude isn't a concept that has much effect on you, is it, Cole?
Answer the question, Jack. Let's get this over with.
I was interviewed when the robbery took place. I don't have anything further to add.
Jack, we just want information.
Bullshit, Cole. Did you seriously believe that dragging me down here would get me to give up my own guys? You call yourself a Marine? Trying to make a name for yourself with this shitheel? Look at this chump with his $200 suit and $2,000 car.
The tough guy act is really impressive. I like you, Jack. I'd like to make you for this. I really would. I'm going to be working on it and keeping an eye on you. You can go now.
Shooting Robert Steiner, 6780 West Sunset Boulevard.
Chris Majewski to jest kolejny ziomek z wojska.
Another name from the manifest? How many more friends of yours are gonna get plugged today?
Chris Maczuski.
Talk about tension. That was like being trapped in an elevator with a married couple who can't decide whether they love each other or hate each other.
We go back a long way.
You went too easy on him. Next time, you leave it to me. I know how to handle that smug son of a bitch.
You don't. Jack will never give
4 na
up.
4 trafiłem. Robert's
They
Diner.
just walked up and shot the man. 2 of them officers, they went that way.
Go on, get after him.
Ijo.
Step on it, huh? Just give me a little closer. Hit him. Clear this asshole off the road.
Tak, tylko go dogonię. Kiedyś to były auta.
Steer him off the tar.
Dzisiaj to by się popsuło popsuło autko od razu.
Let's see how fast he runs on bare rims. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
Strzelaj! Za dużo filmów, Gustavo. Ty, oni uciekli przecież.
Throw out the guns.
Balanowski na posterunku. Kolejny ten. Browning. No i to raczej wygląda, jakby na łapkach nic nie mogli mieć, no bo co tu miałoby się pojawić? Na drugim łapku też nic nie ma. W marynarce ma dokumenty? Nie.
Cohen is meeting with Sheldon tonight.
Tak. I on tu nic nie ma. Co minąłem? Aha. Czyli dało się na to wejść, tylko nie byłem w stanie.
An LAPD file. We have a traitor in our midst. All of the names on the list have a hit team assigned to them.
Driscoll, Beckett, Higgins, Connolly.
We need to get to those guys fast, otherwise there'll be no case.
Oh, fast? Let's do it fast.
We have to look at damage limitation. We can't allow that strumpet Brent Allen to bring down the whole administration.
We've got to put a lid on the press. Can't someone talk to Harry over at the Times?
It's too late. The Times would look ridiculous if we dropped the story now.
Who is this Stoker?
Stoker's a lily-white. Nothing that will fix this in the short term.
My law and order credentials are disappearing as we speak. Can we get Brenda to leave town?
Yes, we can, but she won't go quietly. Brenda has extensive records.
Can she at least lay low?
That's already been taken care of.
Mayor? District Attorney?
Who is this guy? And what does he want, Horrell?
Name's Roy Earl, detective, administrative vice.
Aren't you one of the clowns that got us into this mess?
Oh, I think that the orders regarding Brenda come down, not up, Mayor. I have a human interest story. It involves a certain LAPD cop, a hero from the war, who has let his beautiful wife and kids down, who has betrayed America for a German junkie whore, who has abandoned his pledge to the LAPD and his commitment to the public we all serve. Should be all over the papers by tomorrow, and you would be off the hook.
So what do you want in return, Roy? Fingering a fellow officer.
Gnojek. Okay, where we go now? Lokacje. Teatr chiński? Może być.
You're behind the wheel. Taking out all the guys from the ship.
Why? How does that get them the dope?
They obviously don't know who has the morphine, and they're waiting for someone to crack.
Kurde, fajnie tu.
Getting close and steer him off the tar. I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Poleciała.
Getting close. Steer him off the tar. It's no good. We need to get closer. Hit him. Clear this asshole off the road. LAPD, put your hands in the air.
Mogłem ich zgarnąć na przesłuchanie, ale nie chciałem. Ale chyba nie musiałem ich strzelać, nie wiem.
You know the way. You can drive. Where are we going?
He's the cop that arrested that rude.
Nie może mieć Gustavo, ale wyglądało jakbym nie musiał do nich strzelać. Bo on mówił, że LAPD i tak dalej. Więc to wyglądało jakbym nie musiał. Ale wątpię, żeby miał jakiś wpływ. Może musiałem ich zastrzelić, też nie wiadomo. Officer down, officer down.
Kill a cop. It's the electric chair.
Nie da się tu wskoczyć.
Clear me some space here. Stay down.
Kije tylko. O, ma w ręku akurat. Halo?
Tell Courtney.
A, on gada.
Bad luck. It was worth a try. God.
Lenny Finkelstein.
Polar Bear Ice Company. Really did it. Wonder whether it was worth it.
Most people never get the chance to be rich. Wouldn't you risk it?
No ten Roy to widać, żeby zaryzykował. I że ryzykuje cały czas. Nie. Wejdźmy jeszcze do kije tylko. Nie no, nic tu nie ma. Czemu to w ogóle była taka walka na tym post office? Miał być kolejny ziomek z tej listy? A są poszlaki. Spotkanie z Mikim?
Looks like Sheldon is bringing his own fire team with him.
No. Porąbane to jest, że tak wyglądają te stany. Wyglądały w sumie.
Juski, Beckett, Goldrick, Driscoll, these are good guys. Why did they get wrapped up in this thing?
Best guys.
Not everyone has their unwavering restraint in the face of temptation, Cole.
Gdzie my teraz jedziemy? Na spotkanie z Cohenem? To jest samobójstwo.
This isn't looking good. I feel like the fat kid at the back of a race.
You sure it's Cohen making the hits?
All fingers point his way. Your buddies
No,
are in way over their
zdarzało
heads.
się
Being
mieć
a
lepsze
Marine
samochody.
doesn't mean shit out here.
Bardziej sprawne. Może mi koło naprawili. Do Roya strzelacie? Jak do Roya?
On the roof, Cole, nail him! Throw out the gun. Let me see if I can put one between your eyes. Stay down. Keep moving, I'll cover you. I'm wide open here. Find some cover. They're making a run for it after them. Stay in cover.
No bogowie, ale to jest walka. I prawie zginąłem od niego.
I'm gonna put out an APB on every one of the sons of bitches on that
KGPL to car 11K. Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
11K, go to Hollywood Station. Hey, Courtney Sheldon is at Hollywood Station requesting an interview with Detective Cole Phelps.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's not correct protocol, 11K. I'll take that as a roger.
Car 11 King en route.
Stanę do kraju trzeciego świata.
Look out!
Wysiadamy. To też ma oponę przedziurawioną. Dobra, gówno. Gówno.
You can drive.
Prowadzisz.
Roy, in my office, if you please.
I'm working a major case. I'm not close, Cap. It's gonna have to wait.
Let Phelps do the interrogation.
But, Cap.
No buts. This is more important.
You ought to meet Joe's buddy. He's nice.
I want to make a homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
Remember that dead lady they found under the train? That guy solved the train. He solved the case. He booked some boss.
Co mam zrobić?
Sheldon, is this your attorney?
No, detective. This is Dr. Harlan Fontaine.
O, spotykamy się w końcu.
Down here to help me out.
How do you do, sir?
You stole the morphine from the Coolidge.
You can't prove that.
Let's see if I can try. And what is your relationship to Sheldon, sir?
Tutor, mentor. Mr. Sheldon is a medical student of mine. He has a very bright future.
Oh, that's nice to know. Too bad all of your war buddies won't get to see your graduation. I would have asked Beckett or Majewski or Driscoll about their involvement, but that's difficult, considering they're all dead.
Majewski.
You, Sheldon.
You can't blame their deaths on me, Phelps.
No, kwestionować go na pewno mogę, ale czy jestem w stanie go jakoś agresywniej dojeżdżać? No, wyznanie Becketa mu rzucę.
Lying, Courtney. The other guys aren't smart enough to attempt something like this. You either give it up, or I go after Jack for it.
And how do you prove that, Cole? Jack isn't scared of you, Phelps. None of us were. We just followed your orders.
You were on the ship.
Czyli nie.
Yes, that's correct.
So you had opportunity.
But it doesn't mean that I was
Mogę
involved.
go kwestionować, być złym gliną. No teraz generalnie wygląda, jakby mówił prawdę. Patrzy prosto, nawet chłop nie mruga. Podejrzane.
How do you think this is going to play out, Courtney? It's either going to be you or Jack.
What's this got to do with Jack? Jack would never be involved in anything like this.
But you would.
He has already denied any wrongdoing. Have you finished, detective?
Jednak nie.
I'm just getting started. You have an answer for everything, Courtney. Let's hope Jack does, because now I'm going after him. Is there anyone you're not prepared to sacrifice?
Jack is not in this. He's a good guy.
You or Jack, Courtney. I don't care who goes to jail. I just want the morphine off the street.
What are you offering, Cole?
Don't be ridiculous, son. This man is gambling.
What's your offer?
Doctor, good to see you.
I'm conducting an investigation.
Upstairs in my office now.
This man is about to confess.
As of now, you're suspended from duty, pending a fitness review.
What are you talking about?
You heard the man, Phelps. Upstairs and face the music like the hero you wear.
Oho. Pociągnęli za sznurki.
Certainly had us fooled, Detective. Phelps, you're one of my favorite sons. You've broken this old man's heart.
Sir, what is going on here?
You're suspended, Phelps. Hand over your badge and gun.
Don't keep him waiting.
What is going on here?
Your wife's attorney has pictures of you and the German. Compromising pictures, lad.
She's pressing charges. You'll be formally charged with adultery. A criminal cannot serve as an LAPD officer, as I'm sure you're aware.
I don't understand.
How could you do it, lad? Your wife, your children, consorting with the enemy and a dope fiend at that. You're lucky the war is over. You'd be taken out and shot. The department doesn't need this kind of publicity, Phelps. Hand over the gun, keep your head down until your board hearing. I forbid you to make any comments to the press. What the hell were you thinking?
Ciekawe. Jeszcze żonka się wyprowadza?
Marie, listen, Marie, I need to explain.
Please leave. You're upsetting the girls.
Let me see them, Marie. They're my daughters.
Go to her, Cole. You have done enough damage here. Do you want me to call the police?
For God's sake, Marie. Can't we at least talk?
What is there to talk about? Do you love her? Do you? What were you thinking? What about our children? Can you imagine what this has been like for them? Go away, Cole. My father has hired an attorney and you will be hearing from him.
I'd like to explain, Marie. I'd like to tell you what I've been going through.
What you've been going through. I have had reporters camped out on the front lawn all morning. I can't stand it, Cole.
Zdrada nie popłaca. Mądry hop. Zobacz, ona żyje. Żyje. Posłużyli się nią, żeby się mnie pozbyć. Oho. Dźwięk się zaczął psuć, się przestraszyłem. W płomieniach. Gdzie uciekasz? Must atak. Taki piękny wieczór. Ciekawe, czy doprowadzi do wybuchu tym, co zrobił.
Okay, everyone, keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today. How'd you like porking that German whore, Phelps? Phelps is up before a review board in December. Until then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We don't want a fucking rat like Phelps, can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs. Social basket cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then. Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, detective. Now get out of here. Both of you. Get out!
I don't care.
Mnóstwo przestępstwo? Wiem. To jest 47 rok. Już w sumie to chyba nie jest 47.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down one round. I'll see sort of stripped off me at the grand jury. Case was thrown out, now the DA wants my head.
You got a problem, pal?
I'm praying that those prints come through so I can nail that son of a bitch.
Ciekawe, jakim autkiem teraz będę jeździł. Ty, nie jest złe.
How long have you been working arson?
We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? We'll look somewhere else.
Już go lubię, tego chłopa.
I already told you, I don't do partners. I seen you on your first day, hero. Walking into the station with your chest puffed out like a little kid at his confirmation. You wouldn't have given me the time of day. And now you need somebody, and that somebody's supposed to be me. Well, it's not gonna happen.
That's quite a speech. I heard you were the strong silent type.
You cracking wise, Phelps?
No, Biggs. I'm breaking the ice.
Just drive, hotshot.
Całkiem spoko to jest. O kurde. Aż takiego się nie spodziewałem widoku.
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in her face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance.
Rabacik na VIP-a?
Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps.
Siema. Witam serdecznie.
Brannigan. His name may be dog shit.
Gratuluję.
It's not in his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. And they come home to this.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble.
Where are they sleeping?
In the car. It's lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house. In the ruins. Terry lady is his wife.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
Ogólnie jak nie chcesz punktów zbierać Gustavo, to możesz 100 subów dać. Ty dostaniesz VIP-a szybciej na pewno. Zbieram teraz 2 razy kolami. Dobrze. Niech wie. A ja na przykład zostałem odsunięty, zostałem manewrowany Znaczy manewrowany może nie, bo płacę za swoje błędy i zdegradowali mnie. Jestem w wydziale podpaleń. Ogólnie nie wiem, czy wy pamiętacie, jak czytałem jedną z gazet, to ten psychiatra, co przed chwilą go przesłuchiwałem, znaczy jego ucznia przesłuchiwałem, to mówił, że będą sprzedać tę morfinę, żeby zbudować budynki dla weteranów.
Mr. Stevens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but...
Więc może coś się tu wydarzy.
John Steffens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
Gulliver. Catalina Island. Cały czas to jest 47.
We'll need to speak to the issuing agent. Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Steffens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Być dobrym gliną czy złym gliną? Bo niby trochę ucieka wzrokiem, no ale chłopiec pewnie załamany, że chatę stracił. No nie, dobra, naciskam na niego.
I'm sorry to have to ask you this, Mr. Steffens, but was the house insured?
No, it wasn't. I couldn't afford it, and the house needed a lot of work.
Jednak trzeba mu wierzyć.
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money, and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
I było wejść, a tak to ci chatę spalili. Dobra, wierzę ci. Mimo że się broni, to i tak mu wierzę. O, trzeba było go kwestionować przez to, że ręce złożył.
We're done. My wife and my kids are waiting.
To ogólnie Krewciu nie jest, że uwierz, nie wiesz, tylko to jest dobry glina, zły glina. No ale tak to jest napisane tutaj, w tym tłumaczeniu.
Not everything here is going to be relevant. Nothing significant.
Więc tutaj, jak widzisz na przykład, że gość się kręci, albo że kręci, no to chcesz być złym gliną, a jak wygląda takiego, co mówi prawdę, no to chcesz być dobrym gliną.
I doubt it.
O, ja tędy wszedłem. Ja co nawet nie widzę rzeczy. No, ten but to irrelevant. I w środku nic nie ma. Chyba z drugiej strony będzie. To tu nigdzie nic nie ma? Serio? Nie, gdzieś coś jest. Ale to może ze strażakami muszę pogadać po prostu. Gdzie ja tu coś pominąłem? Tu jest. Instakit.
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on.
Serviced by Matthew Ryan.
That son of a bitch looks a lot like the cop who pointed the gun at me.
Adres Mateusza Ryana poproszę.
That's
1247.
1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
A, Fundusz Przebudowy Przedmieść. Myślałem, że tego gościa będzie.
The fund is a
Pytał.
semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. You have an address for them?
Fajne są te skrzynki policyjne, Muniek.
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thanks, ma'am.
I know that face. That's the guy that busted all those Negro drug fish last.
Teraz do Sawyerów. A to ci Sawyerze będą mieli gdzieś obok pewnie. Przecież nie, no to może być niepowiązane. You drive.
Can you drive to this one?
Have there been any other house fires?
This is arson. We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question?
Ciekawe, czy się goś do mnie przekona. Ta chata też spalona. Czego ta gra się crashuje? Why is this game crashing, man? Te crashe w ogóle są śmieszne z tego LA Noire, bo wraca do gry. A nie, tu jest akurat błąd krytyczny. Może być spowodowany problemem z ustawieniami gry. Czy przywrócić je do ustawień domyślnych? Nie. No samo z siebie chyba, no nie wiem co się dzieje. Ale samo z siebie się włącza jeszcze raz, nie? O, ale tym razem się nie włączyło, to jakiś inny crash był. Nie wiem, bo nie crashowało mi wcześniej. Crashowało mi wczoraj po raz pierwszy chyba. I wcześniej crashowało chyba na pierwszym streamie. Raczej jakby to było za dużo FPS-ów, no to by crashowało, wiesz. No, regularnie, że tak powiem. Ale to skraszowało 4. raz, 5. raz. Zobacz na szybko TikToka, jak TikTok wygląda. Powinienem był sprawdzić koło 18:05 ogólnie. Ale dobra. Bo teraz to ogólnie trochę... Nie pomogło. Żółte napisy nie pomogły. Ale przynajmniej się w dobrym momencie zapisało, bo zapisało się chyba po telefonie. Tak to wygląda. Tak? A, po telefonie się zapisało. I ten samochód był tego koloru wcześniej też?
Have there been any other house fires?
This is arson. We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question?
detail to any central unit. Ambulance shooting. Any central unit. Identify.
Ale tutaj jest jakoś lepiej z save'em Blissful. Na samym początku była lipa, że to się zapisywało raz na jakiś czas. A tutaj to się zapisuje co nie wiem, co 5 minut, 10 minut? A wtedy chyba powtarzałem z 15 minut gry. Śniejszy jest teraz. No to może nawet pół godziny.
Hi, Albert. We've caught this case.
Hey, Biggs. We? You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Meter explosion.
Another one.
Looks that way. Insta-heat model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month go back. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
Tu był koroner, no.
You gonna stick it out, Cole?
I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Oh, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death?
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater?
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand.
Insta-hit.
I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete, Mal, before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair.
Bardzo fajne są te postacie.
How about the insurance companies write these incidents up as acts of God?
Tutaj będzie ten boiler chyba, nie? No jak tamten był na zewnątrz, tutaj też chyba powinien być na zewnątrz. Na samym początku gry też był jeden boiler na zewnątrz. To widziałem. Irrelevant. A na kuchenkę to mógłby spojrzeć, bo kuchenka też mogłaby coś zrobić. Zegar. Tutaj gdzieś coś? To jest kominek, ale do kominka się nie dojdzie. Jestem tak zagubiony. Ja nawet nie wiem... Gdzie ja miałbym tego szukać? To w ogóle pozostałości boilera? Ja w środku tu nic nie ma. Właśnie na samym początku szedłem wokół domu, ale nie widziałem nigdzie. Ile jeszcze sobie piłkę podniesę. To się nie da. Tu nie ma. Jakaś rura. Tu jest, od kominka. A, to też nie to. Ja to autentycznie nie widzę nic. No dobra, idę do tego spalonego samochodu. Nie, zapisywanie? To tu nic nie ma? Coś jest. Z strony wyrwy powinno coś być. Coś jest z tej strony? Czy tu nie jest wyrwa? Ja tutaj nic nie widzę, nie? Totalnie. No tu jest kuchenka, ale ona nie ten. Tu jest tylko... O. Zaraz tam pójdę dalej za płot, ale... No nie no, w środku tu nic nie ma chyba. Ciężko jest tu cokolwiek znaleźć. Zaraz intuicji użyję. To ten samochód wygląda podejrzanie ogólnie, jakby on mógł wybuchnąć, ale tu... Ja wiem, ja ogólnie i tak chyba tu użyję zaraz. W sensie wezmę sobie intuicję, skorzystam z tego.
Advice? More people die here, Phelps. We owe it to them to find something.
Hey, Biggs! Is this significant?
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor, Detective Phelps. Can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks.
Znowu Gulliver Travel.
Phelps, guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire.
There he is.
Hurry, you can still catch him.
Throw away the key.
Good for you, live streamer. Or not.
Stop! LAPD!
What the
What's your
fuck?
name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires?
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
On wygląda jednocześnie jakby był młody i stary.
You're a naughty boy, aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, detective.
No w ogóle, jak go goniłem, to można było chyba do tego budynku wejść.
It's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
Zajebisty jest ten gość, z którym pracuję. Pracuję, nie wiem. Jeszcze się okaże, czy z nim pracuje. Agencja turystyczna Gulliver. Podoba mi się jego niechęć do mnie w związku z tym, co zrobiłem. Nie jadę tam. Brak profesjonalizmu? Nie, no jest profesjonalny. Pracuje ze mną, robi to, co jest potrzebne, wykonuje swój zawód, tylko po prostu mnie nie lubi. Ale nawet nie jest jakiś szczególnie chamski. Znaczy to nie jest kwestia śledztwa, tylko to jest gość, który wierzy tak samo jak tam z tego wydziału zabójstw z chłopem, co chłop zawsze mówił. To na pewno jest mąż. Na 100% mąż. I chłop tak każdą sprawę zaczynał. Mamy ciało kobiety? To na pewno mąż. Ten też. Podpalenie? Przypadkowe. Powiązane podpalenia? Niemożliwe. Tamten też taki był. To jest to? A tu jest ten Gulliver. Fajnie wygląda ta wystawa.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen?
We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Do you mind if I take a look at that?
No, głodnemu chleb na myśli, Gustavo. Sawyer.
Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue.
I Stephens.
Here they are. Stephens. Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell.
Nie głodny głodnemu wypomni.
Our promotions mailing list covers half of LA.
Nie wiem, co ja powiedziałem, ale wygląda wiarygodnie, co? Chyba można mu zaufać. Możemy być dobrym gliną.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
Konkurs z ciastkiem do wygrania.
Were a prize.
Yes, they were.
You do a lot of these prizes.
Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
No to brzmi jak ściema totalna, no.
While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
Christ. I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family?
Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who has won.
Thanks for your help.
No problem. Just wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you
good man, Cunningham? You're all right.
Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
Zostało jedno miejsce, gdzie możemy jechać. No to znowu generalnie z tą morfiną z wątek, tylko że z innej strony.
Let me guess. You want to check out the Suburban address.
Great partners must think alike.
Może się przekona do mnie ten chłop. Bo ta sprawa, jeśli okaże się sukcesem, może stwierdzić, że w sumie jestem całkiem w porządku. Dobra, ijo. A więc zjeżdżają mi. Bo oni zjeżdżają ze środkowego pasa na ten boczny, a nigdy nie zjeżdżają inaczej. What the fuck to miejsce.
This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. Elysian are investors in the Suburban Redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
No. Remiza numer 32.
Lynch says we should visit him at Fire Station 32.
Who exactly is this guy, Lynch?
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll learn something about fires.
Let's take a quick intermission for news from Washington.
Kapitan Lynch? Nie wiem, czy kapitan. Nie wiem, do czego nawiązujesz.
You like to leave your mark, don't you?
TI is a member of the American Century Broadcasting.
I don't know.
We came as soon as we could.
What the hell?
Lynch.
Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Nie znam.
Yep.
Nie wiem co to jest.
I had to look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire, Al?
Yes, it is.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
Recently?
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
Uczyłem się.
Good, your regulator's in position.
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
Okay, I'll light your pilot and turn the gas on.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
Mi było dobrze. Czemu ten chłop mi powiedział, że coś tam?
Come on, Phelps. You need to get the arrangement right before we can reproduce the results.
Ja w ogóle nie wiedziałem, że to jest balon. W zasadzie w ogóle nie wiedziałem, co to jest.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
Sprawdź fabrykę InstaHeat.
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
InstaHeat.
Show?
Oh.
The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
Guy's a freak. Loves fires. He's the kind of guy that we'd like for a lot of things, but we don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
Co, na zlecenie podpala domy teraz? Było bez sensu. Gość, którego policja cały czas obserwuje. Albo którego zna w sumie, niekoniecznie obserwuje.
Going to church doesn't make you any more Christian than standing in a garage makes you a car.
Hello.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick.
You should find him in his office.
The main reason Santa's so
Here's what I
jolly is 'cause
heard.
he knows where
That
all the
cop
bad
caught the
girls
guy
are.
that did the dog.
Iwan Rasic. Co to było?
Some kind of conspiracy.
New and improved
You are
model.
so
They'll be
bad.
selling these like hotcakes.
I swear.
Tu jeszcze co mogę spojrzeć? Nie. Tu mogę sobie wejść, tu nie mam wchodzić.
5 years from now, all our jobs
To nie to miejsce.
You wanted to move in together when we're not.
Ale czemu nie?
This guy must have escaped from the loony bin.
To jest menedżer. Zaraz będę wracał do tego. Prawdopodobnie.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70, yeah. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
No... Wygląda wiarygodnie. Niby się uśmiecha dziwnie, ale... Nie ucieka wzrokiem. Kłamie? Bierze odpowiedzialność? Ktoś się chce, żeby był złym gliną, a nie oskarżał go o kłamstwo. Dobra, to kwestionuję w takim razie. Jestem złym gliną.
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
You are right. Te uśmieszki.
Diaphragms prone to failure.
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
No tutaj to generalnie wygląda jakby myślał, albo nie był pewien, więc to zdecydowanie jest kwestionowanie.
You employ accredited mechanics to do this.
We call them installers. Technically, they're gas fitters.
Installers, then?
They know what they're doing, Detective, if that's what you're trying to imply.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
On mówił prawdę?
I'll get it for you. There, around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
What the fuck?
This is a long shot. We are not gonna roust that whole list.
A my nie musimy
I want
wszystkich.
to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists.
Reginald
See if
Varley
you guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your
i
phone.
Ryan Matthew.
Go right ahead.
Czemu my chcemy to zrobić? Reginald Varley... Co?
This guy must have escaped from the loony bin.
1247.
Give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Batch 1247.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Kuttner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas,
Ryan Matthew to jest pierwszy i Varley Reginald to jest drugi.
Steven.
conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942.
Clemens Walter, w takim razie.
Thanks.
Czyli tylko Clemens Walter.
Ryan Matthew, charged for contempt of court, attempted murder, plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady.
Wątpiłem.
Your employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasick. Desperate times indeed. Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
Siema, Fluent Counter-Strike, witam serdecznie. Dawaj, pokazuj.
Here. Happy now?
This is Walter Clemens.
Stick around, Mr. Rasick.
Syndykalizm i anarchizm. Esej anarchistyczny, Piotr Kropotkin.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Gdy w społeczeństwie króluje ignorancja, gdy władza, od której to oczekuje się rozwiązania wszelkich problemów, mnoży zakazy i nakazy, a każde nowe prawo okazuje się chybioną kalkulacją. Ludzie są nieustannie doprowadzani do potrzeby sięgania po to, co może wynikać jedynie z nich samych. Z ich wykształcenia oraz z ich moralności. Dobra. Matthew Ryan. Ten jest szalony.
Probably nothing.
I ta paleta kosztuje $5? 5 centów. O, 5 centów, ale 5 centów to też jest giga dużo.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine.
No to jest to samo. Szkoda, że tego się nie da zeskipować. I could skip. I read it. Ale to i tak muszę sprawdzić, co jest w środku, bo jeśli było coś innego, no to fajnie było wiedzieć.
Ryan wants the world to be a better place. Don't we all?
Z Reginald. O, wkład na komary. Co to jest?
My company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive. Varley,
Pamiętam, jak się z tego korzystało. Ale nigdy nie wiedziałem, czy to coś daje, czy nie.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasick?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
Bang, bang, bang.
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps?
I didn't come to California to be a secretary.
Where to? That's a good question.
Everybody in this town is nuts.
What the fuck? Wczytywanie? Co tu się będzie wczytywało? Ja się gdzieś teleportowałem, czy po prostu widzę chłopa z tyłu tako? Dobra, lecimy od początku. Najpierw Clemens. Przesiadka.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Spoko jest ta szybka podróż, podoba mi się.
Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers and we want them quick.
Okay, okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
Bo mi się kojarzy z... Nie wiem, czy oglądaliście Mad Men serial. Ale z jednym z bohaterów tam. Z jednym z gości. Temu z Varley'em.
You know Reginald Barley?
No? Can't say I do.
Wy razem pracujecie. Ma taki uśmieszek cwaniaka, bym powiedział. A co ja mam w ogóle w notatniku? Po co ja go w ogóle pytałem? No z Varley'em.
Reginald Barley?
No? Can't say I do.
Będę kwestionował, bo jest cwaniakiem.
Detroit PD is after Reginald Barley for murder. You want us to run you in for aiding and abetting, Clemens?
Whoa, 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 whoa. All I know about Varley is he gets kickbacks from some developer. He does their work first. Spreads it around if he can.
You're licensed and work for InstaHeat?
I contract for them. So what?
Ale chłop ma mimikę twarzy. Ja nie wiem, generalnie... No, ja mu wierzę.
InstaHeat hires arsonists, does it?
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mud shark of a wife gets awarded it in settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watched it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the Rouse, Clemens. You did the right thing.
On mnie strasznie nie lubi.
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No. Don't know the name.
No jego oskarżał o
You and
kłamstwo.
Ryan are fifth columnists.
And how do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings?
W zasadzie to you know, man.
We found a pamphlet in your locker, Clemens. We can add your name to the register. HUAC might want to interview you.
That shit was from Ryan. He's always pushing that shit on people. Drives me nuts. He's got it in for the company.
All right, Clemens. You're off the hook for the moment.
Can I get back to work now?
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy.
Oh, Susie, you are so bad.
Do kogo teraz? 3S. Varley? Nie będzie Varley. Kurde, zapomniałem. To jest generalnie coś, co bym sobie zbindował. W sensie zbindował. Sklipowałbym sobie to. I to akurat bym wrzucił na... shorta na tego YouTube'a gierkowego.
You were in combat.
In 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon in the line.
Ile on ma lat? A nie, on będzie miał z 5 dych. Bo oni wtedy wysyłali 17-latków.
I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel.
Muszę sobie zbindować na Stream Decka te klipy w końcu. Ale cały czas zapominam o tym. We mi ktoś napisze, jak możecie na tym, na Discordzie, żebym to zrobił. To przynajmniej będzie wisiało, jak skończę streama, pójdę jeść, to będę miał fuk zaczepienia i sobie przypomnę.
Come on, Barley. You can't keep running forever.
Man.
Stop or I will shoot.
Przestraszyłem go siłą umysłu.
I'm gonna take a wild guess that you're the same Reginald Varley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you. Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, your distance.
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
Ciekawe, czy będę go przesłuchiwał. Ale to w sumie... Kurde, może? Pewnie nie. Miejsce pracy rana. No to zaraz obok jest.
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
Let's just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan.
I said, son of a bitch.
Ale przynajmniej narzędzie odstawił.
Those are GI's backyard was crashing through.
The damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in. I'll take out the van. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
He's going to kill those men.
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear him coming.
Close in, Phelps. We need to take Ryan down before he hurts somebody. Don't leave me hanging out here, Phelps. Move in. Get in close and steer him off the tar. I'll go for the tires. That ought to slow the son of a bitch down.
Czemu oni biegają pod koła?
Assault charge and he's running.
Running don't mean nothing. We gotta get this guy in a room before we can get an angle on him.
This man has got to stop.
Okay. Ale poleciał.
Hands behind your head. Why did you run, Ryan?
I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
Ja w ogóle tak wolno gram w tę grę, czy co? Jak tak się zastanawiam nad tym, że ta gierka ma być na 20 godzin, to kurde, te 20 godzin to tak... Jak sobie pomyślę, to nawet nie ma opcji, żebym to zrobił. Jakbym wszystkie... Może jakbym wszystko... Leciał Insta, te szybkie podróże i tak dalej, no też nawet ciężko mi to sobie wyobrazić. Ja już chyba mam, nie, z 25 godzin, 26 godzin. No 26 może nie, ale z 25 godzin będę miał. A pewnie jeszcze z 5 godzin pogram. Jedna sprawa to 2 godziny? No nie do końca, bo w sprawie jest 26, a ja jestem na 21. Ale faktycznie te sprawy ostatnie były długie. Te pierwsze były dużo krótsze. Ale ta poprzednia chyba też nie była jakaś taka super długa. Nie wiem w sumie. Wilshire Police Station.
I have 2 suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
O, się do mnie zaczął przekonywać chyba.
I got the jitters again.
Stwierdził, że jestem w porządku.
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
Literatura anarchistyczna.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No wygląda wiarygodnie, nie ucieka wzrokiem, nie ma żadnej obronnej postawy. Trochę się trzęsie, ale wygląda jakby mówił prawdę.
So Insta-Heat is to blame for all of your problems.
I didn't say that.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
No teraz powinien go naciskać, bo ma pozycję obronną.
You expect me to believe that, Ryan? I could do it myself.
Believe whatever you want, Flatfoot. You're part of the conspiracy.
Z kim ja teraz gadam w ogóle? To jest Matthew Ryan czy Varley? Varley, nie? Nie. Ryan.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
No teraz generalnie zły glina, nie? Bo chyba o kłamstwo nie jestem w stanie go oskarżyć. Znieważenia i napaści. No dobra, no kwestionuję go.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Varley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
Aha.
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
You're lying, Ryan.
And how exactly are you gonna prove that?
Kartoteka kryminalna Ryana.
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Which company?
Hephaestus Water Heater Company.
That's it for the moment, Ryan.
So I can
Hephaestus.
Sure. As soon as your red friends storm the building and carry out, you'll keep your seat until we decide how long to lock you up for, knucklehead.
Kiedy masz do czynienia z więcej niż jeden podejrzany, musisz któregoś z nich oskarżyć, aby móc zakończyć sprawę. Jeśli źle przeprowadzisz jakieś przesłuchanie...
I think Ryan is our man. But procedure says we eliminate all of the suspects. Let's speak to Varley.
Jest drugi ten.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Review room 2 też tam jest.
Guy gave his wife a tap. I said, all's fair.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
To on właściwie powiedział. On powiedział, że nie pamięta. No bo... Ja mogę mu powiedzieć, że on kłamie, że on tam był, bo tam jest jego imię i nazwisko. No ale to co, on kłamie, że nie pamięta? Dobra, oskarżymy go o to.
Why are you lying to me, Varley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
O, no to teraz się nastawił na to.
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban, yeah, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think he played him though, because he still wouldn't sell.
Word is, you're in the pocket of some property developer?
Never. I got principles.
How did Suburban put the squeeze on you? Did they find out about
I
it?
have principles.
There's no way you can link me to Suburban. You're wasting your time.
Ryan says you offered to cut him in on the kickbacks they were offering. He'll testify in court.
Nieźle wyglądają Master. Ale to jest pierwsza gra tego typu.
Suburban, they got real-time pressure on getting some of the big developments finished. There's some big date that they can't afford to miss. So yeah, I took their money. But so did a lot of guys, all right? Carpenters, electricians, plumbers. It's no big conspiracy.
To jest pierwsza gra, w której oni tak bardzo się skupili właśnie na mimice twarzy. A to jest który? 2011 rok, nie? W tym tłumaczeniu GTA San Andreas było At least I have principles, przetłumaczone na przynajmniej ja mam pryncypałki.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
No to wygląda, jakby powinien go chyba przycisnąć, co? Być złym gliną. No mam zawór, ale co mi ten zawór daje? Zobaczymy, co powie, jak nacisnę oskarży o kłamstwo.
I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire? Huh?
Zawór regulacyjny? Ale to co? To myślisz, że możemy sobie spróbować z tym kłamstwem? Z tym. Skoro wie, jak to zrobić.
You're saying I'm some kind of psycho for hire? It's not true.
We're done for now.
Tak myślałem, że w sumie...
You're either going back to Detroit to face a murder rap, or you're staying.
Że raczej powinien być złym gliną, ale... To też brzmiało sensownie. Zobaczymy, czy z tym drugim mogę coś powiedzieć innego. Ale wydaje mi się, że nie mogę. Interview room 1.
Speak to my lawyer. I got nothing more to say.
To ja nie mogę go oskarżyć? I co, serio nie mogę oskarżyć tego chłopa? Znowu się zgubiłem. Aha, to mogę oskarżyć tylko tamtego? What the fuck? Nie, to się zbugowała chyba? No chyba tak, no ale jak i tak nie mam wyboru, to chyba trzeba tego drugiego. A myślicie, że który to był? Ja generalnie wierzę w to, że ten furnusz powierniczy. Czyli, że to jest ten.
Reginald Varley, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
I'm no cold-blooded criminal. I could never burn up a whole family in their home.
How is it, no, just keep your mouth shut and listen to me for a second. How is it you can bring no less than 3 suspects into my station, conduct extensive interviews, sift through mountains of evidence with Lynch and Pinker, and still manage to charge the wrong fucking guy? I took a chance on you, Phelps. People said I was crazy, and you made me look like a jerk. You may not be much of an arson investigator, but I hear you're merciless on the beat. Get going.
Ale się wściekł gość, zupełnie bez powodu. Varley został oskarżony o popełnienie 4 morderstw, mimo że materiał dowodowy jest niezwykle kruchy. No ale to i tak, no ten drugi... Nie no, on i tak był bardziej przekonujący. Ale faktycznie ten materiał dowodowy jest słaby. Bardziej bym powiedział, że mieliśmy dowody na to, że... jakby ten